Hello, Bible lovers. This is Pastor Terrence, and welcome to my very first Bible review video. So, I recently purchased this really nice Bible last week from Green Pastures Christian Bookshop, and I've been using it in my daily reading ever since. And so far, I'm really enjoying it, so I would like to share it with you by making this video. So, this Bible measures around 5.375 inches by 8.375 inches in height. And it's around 1 inch thick. So it's around 1 inch thick. Let me show you. There, it's around 1 inch thick. And it comes in true tone cover, in a color turquoise with emblem design. It also has a border design, as you see here, and perimeter stitching. So it's really nice. It has perimeter stitching. So let me show it to you there. And here's the emblem design. There you go. See, it has that perimeter stitching and that border design. All right. And let's now check out the spine. So in the spine, we can see here, it's really nice. It has Holy Bible, ESV, English Standard Version, and Crossway. So this is published by Crossway, as with all ESVs. Well, they're the original and publishers of the ESV. They just license other publishers, if ever. So the copyright is owned by Crossway. And as you notice, what's really nice about this spine is the labels. The label is it's not printed or stamped, but it's actually engraved. That's the nice thing about these true tone covers, is that the design, even this really nice emblem design and the borders along with the spine labels, are all engraved. So, and if you can feel it, when you touch it, you can actually feel it there. So you can really feel it when you touch it because it's engraved. And it has no raised hubs. And as I've said, it's a true tone, therefore it's inexpensive. I got it for 695 pesos, or around $15, almost $15 US dollars. And let's check out the back cover. So here's the back cover. It's plain turquoise, and here's the ISBN. So here it says it's in the true tone cover design. With these ESV Thinline Bibles, there are many different design options, or cover options rather, and colors. So it comes in different colors and designs. So this one again is a true tone turquoise with emblem design. There you go. So it has gold gilded edges, has gold gilding. There you go. And I don't know if you can see it here. It has somewhat yellow and red tail and headbands. Here's the headbands. And it comes with a ribbon marker, green ribbon marker. It's long enough. Yeah, see? Look at that. It's actually long enough. Yeah. It's long enough to be used. It's usable. Has a nice green ribbon marker. There you go. And yeah. So let's now check out the inside. So when you open it up, since this is one of those cheap, inexpensive, affordable Bibles, it has a paper paste down liner. So you go. See this? It is a paper paste down liner. And when we turn the page, we can see a few pages of cardstock. Yeah. Before we go there, here, check this out. Here you can see that it has Smithsonian pages. All right. And when it comes to Bibles, it's always better to get one that is stitched. Why? Because glued Bibles are simply terrible. The pages would fall off. The headbands and the tail bands would have spaces, and it would easily deform, especially when you use it a lot. So it's always better to get a Smithsonian Bible, and just not just Bibles, but any book for that matter. And if you notice, there are also signatures there. So that's where you see the sewing, the Smithsonian binding. See, there are signatures, and there's the ribbon, there's the headband. And let's go back inside. So there you go. You can see here the see on the other page the stitching. All right. And we now turn the page. We now see the presentation page. So you just stamped our names there, and I just got it last week, August 11, 2020. There you go. So it's mine. It's not meant to be given away. So the next page, we have the title page, and we have another title page. Go. Here we can see the thing that I don't like about this edition, but who am I to complain? It's very, very cheap. I mean, it comes with a price, is the paper. The type of paper that they used is really, really thin. As you can see, the ghosting is really, really terrible. You can see right through the other page. Although it's much worse in the camera than it is in real life. But you can see the ghosting right there. Actually, you can read the table of contents on the other page. So yeah, so of course we get what we pay for. But as I've been reading it and using it, the paper's fine. It's fine to read. It's not that bad. It's worse in the camera. The next page, we can see here the copyright page. And here it says it has the ESV Text Edition 2016. So the 2016 Text Edition of the ESV. For those of you who don't know, the ESV has had revisions, and it came out in 2001. Then it was updated in 2007, and then again in 2011. So the 2016 edition is the latest, and according to Crossway, they will never update it. So this is the permanent text edition of 2016. So if this is what you have, or if you will buy an ESV Bible, it's a good time to buy right now, because the text that you will be getting is the permanent text edition, meaning they will not update this ever again, according to the publisher, according to Crossway. So we can see here that it was printed in China, published by Crossway. So the next page, we have the table of contents. So this displays the canonical arrangement of the books of the Bible, the 66 books of the Bible. And on the following page, we have the alphabetical arrangement of the books of the Bible. All right. And on the next page, we have the preface. If you want to read this, I'll pan it down so you can pause and read it. There you go. If you want to read it, you can just go ahead and pause the video. By the way, this is an abbreviated or abridged preface. The longer preface can be found in the fuller ESV Bible, especially in the ESV Study Bible. The notes can also be found in the website of Crossway. All right, there you go. So I've said the paper is really, really thin. It's quite thin. And when we turn the page, you see here, it immediately begins with the Old Testament. All right. So here's Genesis. And here's another good thing is we can see here that in doing the Genesis test, they call it the Genesis test. I mean, I just got this last week. It hasn't really been breaking in that much. But we can see it's not really lay flat. It doesn't lay that flat, but at least it doesn't close in on you. So after a few days of use, it actually opens up the Genesis. So at least you wouldn't have any trouble leaving it like that on the desk. So it will just open up. And another thing that's good about this Bible is that the text is line matched. So it is line matched, meaning the text on this page exactly corresponds or matches the text in the other page, thereby minimizing ghosting. I mean, especially for these kinds of inexpensive Bibles wherein the pages are really, really thin. At least the line matching will minimize the ghosting when you're reading it. And as I've said, it is worse in the camera, and it's better live when you're really physically holding this Bible. So it is line matched. That's one good thing. Another good thing about this Bible, that's why I like it. I mean, for its price. I mean, I have an NIV Thinline by Zondervan. It has a better quality paper, but it's not line matched. I bought that copy in 2011. So it was the 2011 edition, and it wasn't line matched. But good thing, the paper of that one is thicker, so it didn't have much ghosting either. So I'll do a review of that one in my next videos, don't worry. Okay, so the text, the font is a 10-point size font. So it's a large print, large for this size of Bible. If you notice, actually this size, as I've said, that just like this is my hand. So this size Bible normal is also the same size as the regular Thinline, ESV Thinline. I have one, I'll show it to you later. So it has the same size as the regular ESV Thinline, but it has larger text. So we can see here, it's nice, it's a 10-point font. It comes with the ESV Bible font. And another good thing with the ESV Crossway Bibles is that all their editions, even though it's smaller, they have the exact same layout. So even if you get a compact one, and a large print compact one, it has the exact same layout there. And the pages are smooth to the touch. I like caressing the pages. And yeah, here you go. It's Joshua. Let's check out the other pages. So we can see here that in the prose section, it has paragraph layout, not a verse by verse format. And it has minimal, or actually it doesn't, yeah, in some place, it has footnotes somewhere, maybe. Check it out. Actually, yeah, this edition doesn't have footnotes. It's just a text Bible. Oh, it does. In Ezekiel, it has some translators' footnotes to clarify some words there. There you go. Yeah. So, but it has minimal footnotes, which is good because, as I've said, I've been using this Bible primarily for reading, especially with its size. It's perfect for reading and for reading on the chair, in your car, on the bed, putting it in your lap. Preaching, it's especially good for preaching, and I will definitely use this for preaching. It lays flat like that, so you can put it on the pulpit without any fear of closing on you. And you can take a look at the other pages. So these are the poetic pages in Job. Yeah, how about let's check out the Psalms. There you go. The Psalms. So it is line matched. Isaiah. Yeah, so it goes on. Let's now go to the New Testament. There you go. As you can see, it's a black letter edition. It doesn't have red letters for the words of Christ. For some people, they like it better like that. Some people like red letters, some people don't. But the thing with red letter editions is that it makes it appear that only the words of Christ are more important than the other parts of the Bible. But we have to remember that the whole Bible is the Word of God. So it's not just the words of Christ that is the Word of God, but everything in the Bible is the Word of God. Okay, so having a red letter edition could give that impression that only the words of Jesus are the Word of God and therefore more important. But everything is important, even the words of Paul or the other writers. So let's now go to the end of Revelation. Let's check the Revelation 22 test. All right. Okay, so we can see here that it also opens on Revelation 22. It doesn't close in, although it doesn't lay flat, but maybe it will after a few more days of usage, but it does remain open, doesn't close in on you. And after Revelation, we can see here that it has a table of weights and measures, because the ESV translation, the ESV Bible, uses the biblical measurements, uses biblical measurements such as the bath, the ephah, cubit, darik, ephah. There, so I've said that already. And of course, as in modern English in our modern time right now, we would not be able to appreciate or really determine how those measurements are. But with these table of weights and measures, we can see the biblical equivalent, the modern equivalent there. So there. So this is really helpful for those reading the ESV. After the table of weights and measures, we have the concordance. So this is the standard crossway concordance that can be found in all regular reading ESV reading Bibles. So it has a few pages of concordance. Even if you get the premium ones or the genuine leather ones or the goat skin, the heirloom Bible or the top grain leather edition, it's the same. If it's a large print, they have the same concordance, same layout, same fonts. The only difference would be the cover and the quality of the pages and the print. So after we have here a few pages of the concordance, and after the concordance, we have the crossway maps. So in this edition, the crossway maps are printed in matte cardstock. So it's not glossy at all. In the more premium editions, it's printed on glossy paper, but here it's not. But some people actually prefer this than the glossy ones because it doesn't shine. So here we have the usual crossway maps. And look at this. This is really nice. It's the illustration of Jerusalem during the time of Jesus. Right? This one featured of a crossway Bibles. It's really neat. And after that, after the maps, we have a few more pages of maps, and we have the paper liner, and that's it. You have the back cover. Here's the back cover. And so there you go. So I said, this is the ESV large print Thinline Bible.